Hello everybody, this is Tana with Tiasa's Treasures, and today I have for you day 4 of our Crafty Advent Calendar from Spellbinders. 24 crafty surprises especially for card makers. So let's see where day 4 is. So far everything has been on this side, and day 4. Please don't be sequins, please don't be sequins. No idea. Let's see. I say no sequins because they're kind of the hardest to incorporate. They're just like an embellishment. You just kind of gotta go with them. And no, it is not sequins. It is some sentiment dies that say thank you, love you, hello you. So they're a bunch of you dies. I have no idea what this baby is there. I just don't know. So let's take a look, see if we can figure it out. What is that thing? As we look, this is 60%. I don't know what that is. Why has it got that little, I'm confused. That little whatever that is. That little flap, is that to help these stand up? Is this like for place settings? I mean, that could be a stamp or a, almost looks like it could be a, not a stamp, an ink blender, but it's shown this way. Why would they show it this way? Why? Why? I don't understand what this is at all. Going to be hard to make a card when I have no clue what that is at all. Okay, we got the hello you and the thank you, and I don't know what this is either. I'm at a loss, guys. I really don't know what any of this is. Okay, this is obviously the shadow layer for these. So we figured that out. So that would go there. But what is this? This is not attached to it. I mean, so if it's something like that, that makes no sense to me. I just don't know what that is at all. Well, there's a little score line there. And these are score lines in here. So, well, I may have to try to cheat and see if anybody else knows what this thing is. I may have to look it up. I don't like to do that because I like to get my ideas just, from myself. I don't like to see what other people are doing. But I honestly have no idea what this is. I wonder if it shows it on the back of the box. Well, I will try to do a little bit of research. And for all those people screaming at me that this is a thingamabob or a whatchamacallit or, a wax stamper or a ink blender or a flashlight or a torch if you're English. I don't know. I don't know. Paintbrush, but no, if it was paintbrush, it'd have bristles because Spellbinders is a little better than that. Yeah. There are certain times, though, that I wish they would give us little hints by, like, in parentheses, telling us what this is. Because I'm so confused. So I will be back tomorrow with a card, regardless of whether I end up having to use that piece or not. We will see. It'll be kind of disappointing to everybody else who's wondering what it is if I don't use it, but is what it is. So let me try to think about it, and I will be back with a card. Okay, I did come up with something. I kind of figured that this was an ink blender. And so I colored it accordingly. It's black, and then we've got blue ink on it. And we have a little ink pad, which I colored gray and blue. I just masked off this with a piece of Flow-Tac tape and then did my colors. It happens to be Distressed Oxide and Uncharted Mariner. This is Black Soot. And then I've got a little bit of, what do we got? We've got some Walnut Stain for back here. And this gray is Pumice Stone. A little darker might have worked, but it's what I've got in the distress line, so that's what I'm using. I found some pattern paper. This is Vicky Bouton. I'm not sure if this pad is still available. This is Sweet Rush. I figured it was bright, but in the end, instead of going for a bright color, I went for this one because it's got the little ink splatter, and that kind of works for what we're doing. I was trying to see if I had any crafty pattern paper, you know, maybe with some scissors or something like that. I do have some stamp pads somewhere, I think, with crafts on it, but this works. And then I've got some blue paper from my stash. I think this is from Stamps of Life, but I'm not 100% sure. And a top folding card base. So let's go ahead. We're going to put this together, and we will start with the blue. Why do I turn it around? It's the same on both sides. I don't know. Habit. So let's go ahead and get this glued down. And I just unplugged this, so I don't know why. Come on, don't give me fits. Okay, there we go. Nice thin line. I might need to change my tip out. I don't know. I've got some of the Craft Tacky glue inside here. Hello, everyone. I like writing on cardstock. It doesn't turn out too great all the time. So let's get this. This is a A2 card, 5.5 by 4 1/4. And so that's what this blue paper is. And this is cut down to a 5 1/4 by 4. So we're going to just go ahead and glue that right down as well. Isn't that pretty? Little colorful butterflies. Use that, but then nothing would show up because it's pretty pretty bright. And what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know right now. I didn't get much sleep last night, so my brain is not working. Not that it works a lot. Get that down right there. And I could have popped it up, but instead we're going to pop up our little ink blender and our ink pad. So we're going to get that. And what I'm thinking of is we're just going to kind of put this here. We're not going to really ground anything. I don't think we really need to. It's obviously not real life, so a ground isn't gonna make that much difference. If we had little critters or something along that line, I could see going ahead and grounding stuff. I mean, we do have an ink pad, so you could put that like some sort of grounding, but I think we'll be okay. I think it's gonna work out regardless. Now let's just eyeball this straight. I don't think it's going to matter too much because we've got these squiggly lines. So even if it's off just a little bit, you're not going to notice because of all the squiggles. So get that down. And we're going to just get this. And I had a hard time coming up with something for this card. I have to say it wasn't really inspiring. And I hate to say that. Somebody might find inspiration with this kind of stamp, but it just wasn't me. I think it's because I had a hard time figuring out what it was. And why won't my little backing come off? Come on. It's not coming off because it didn't like me bad-mouthing it. Okay, and I'm not gonna put, well, I could put that there, couldn't I? Yeah, we're just gonna put it kind of touching, I think. There we go, a little touching. And we've got, I'm not real fond of the way that turned out. Now, you could probably go ahead and trace that with black ink or something, but I don't trust myself. I know I'd end up outside the lines, and it's not a perfect blend, but I didn't want it to be. I wanted it to look like it came from the ink pad. And so we've got our little frame here. Let's get that down. And we're just gonna put that, I think we're gonna just put that off a little bit right here. And I guess with the ink, the little black splotches, we could have maybe used some black ink somewhere, but I did not, you know, because I just wanted blue. I wanted Uncharted Mariner, and that's what I used. Okay, get this down. Maybe get some tweezers so I can see exactly where I'm putting it. Some reverse tweezers. We're going to get that right in the middle. There is a small embossed line on there, so you should be able to get it fairly in the middle, depending on your eyesight. So there we go. And now, because it is kind of plain, we've got these hearts I cut out. Any little hearts will do. This was from just a Tim Holtz die set that I was just going through, trying to find some heart dies, and I found these. And so I am going to go ahead and glue some of these down as an embellishment. And so our card is not quite as plain here. Now I used the same color cardstock as I used for the frame. This lovely blue, which does remind me of like the Uncharted Mariner. It's not, but it reminds me of it. And I'm not sure how many hearts I'm going to use. I think I cut out 7. And, you know, I want to probably go with an odd number because odd numbers are pleasing to the eye. Sometimes, you know, depending on how you group them, you can get away with even. And it sounds like I'm getting a little hoarse. Huh. I'm not coming down with anything yet. It's just the way, you know, one of those days. It's damp outside and dreary, and we want to, I like this angle that we've got going. I think I'm just going to keep it going this way, being as we do have plenty of hearts. So, I mean, if we stop now, we would be on an even number, but not going to stop now. We got to get some in that lower left corner here. Keep our diagonal going, you know, just pleasing the eye that way. And that's 5. So if I do this, I'll probably end up using all 7, which when I cut them out, I thought, I'll probably only use 5 at the most, but let's do 7, being as we have everything out. And so, yeah, kind of glad I did, I guess, now. You know, it would look good on here if we glossy accented our hearts. We could do that. Glossy accent them. Or if I had some sort of, like a glitter stickles, which I do not have. Somewhere I probably do. I have everything. I have all these like Nouveau drops that I probably never really use. And there goes the dog. I can't get through a video without my dog barking. So it's going to be a lot of glossy accents. And it's going to look really cool when it dries. And hopefully I won't stick my hand in it until it's dry. Just one of the reasons I don't use this a whole lot, because I tend to forget it's wet and smear it all over the place. And I'm probably not putting this on perfect, but I think it's going to be good enough. And it's going to be pretty. Now this is going to dry clear. It's a little cloudy right now, but when it's dry, it will be crystal clear and it'll just give it a nice glazed look or a glossy accent, as it, case may be. And this is really nice stuff because it doesn't run all over the place, and I've got lots of bottles of it. Okay, so this is our card for day number 4. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you. If you are a subscriber, thank you. Either way, thank you for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it and appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow. So, bye-bye for now, everyone.